Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another Chamber check-in episode from Idaho's only five-star accredited chamber. Today, we get to check in with Heather Chandler. She's the general manager, among other great things, in this town of New Life Office, an office furniture company. But I will tell you, it's your source for everything office: workspaces, workstations, desks, credenzas, hutches. They plan everything, reception stations, conference room tables, storage options, seatings, rugs, artwork, you name it. I'm going to bring Heather in to tell us more right now. Hi, Heather.
Hi, Paul.
Hey, thanks for carving out some time with me today.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's been a little crazy. So you're getting the installer Heather today because we do everything under the sun that needs to be done here. So you're getting the hat and jean day.
Awesome. Well, you are a person with many talents, Heather, as I know well. And I wanted to start off this discussion with telling a story about the longevity of business and how important connections are in this town, because of the fact that I think you've been here for a long time, right?
Well, I was born and raised in Idaho, primarily Emmett, but I've worked in Boise, Nampa, Caldwell, the Valley. Yes. But New Life Office actually was established over 30 years ago by a man named Alan Fox. And him and his wife wanted to start something. He was primarily an architect designer by trade. That's what he went to school for. And opened up in Utah, Salt Lake City, Utah, and then was on an airplane and thought, gosh, we need to expand, and we have kids, and we'd really like to provide a future for our kids. So where should we do it? And they were on a Southwest air flight, and they had a napkin, the Southwest napkin, and you could fly direct from Salt Lake to Las Vegas and Boise at the time. So that's how they chose to open up offices, one in Las Vegas and one in Boise. And then their two of their boys, they've got several kids, but two of their boys were running the businesses with them, one in Vegas and one in Boise. And then when one of them decided to move on from the all-loving furniture world, they approached me, and that's how I became a part of New Life Office. So we are a very, very small family-run company, so we all wear lots of hats, but we have an entire manufacturing facility that we cut out the middleman. We actually make your surfaces with our machinery, and we're the ones doing the work and providing it at a lower cost to you because we cut out that middle person.
Well, Heather, you helped share the origin story really well. And I'd love for you to tell us a little about your background and history of work, because when I talk to you, you always got a guy, right? I know this person who can get this. I know this person here. And it's just the network that you have over the years has been truly valuable. So tell us a little bit about your background and history of work that led you to meeting the Fox family.
So actually, my entire life I was in, my degrees and my education is in biology and finance, of all things. It is not furniture. It is not design. It kind of just, my life directed myself that way. But throughout those ventures of banking, you make a lot of relationships. And one thing that my dad had always taught me is you never burn a bridge. You always leave. If you're going to leave on good terms. In the furniture industry, I've worked in the furniture industry locally for about 15 years and worked for some incredible people. In fact, we refer business back and forth to each other now. Even though we're considered competitors, it's not like that. Boise is so great that there's enough business for all of us to work together. And we quite frequently refer back and forth between all the other furniture dealerships. And we work very, very well together. And a lot of us are on the same boards together. So the relationships go really, really deep. And what I learned early on is that when crap hits the fan and things aren't going well, relationships are all you have. And so it's really important to maintain that. In fact, when COVID hit, my business went through the roof. It did not suffer one bit. I've never been busier. So it's all about your relationships and who you know and how well rooted you are. And I'd like to say I'm pretty well rooted, born and raised here, but there's still a lot of things I don't know.
Absolutely, Heather. I think it's so important when you say you can work together with other furniture companies, office furniture companies, because yes, there's plenty for everybody. And if you can't handle something or don't have the time to handle something, it's so good to take care of your customer, right?
Right. Right. And people appreciate that. I send business away constantly because I'm not the right fit. That's one thing that I won't take on a project if it's not a right fit for me. If I'm trying to fit, a round hole into a square peg or whatever the analogy is, I won't do the business because it's going to end up messed up and it's too hard to recover from that. And so I would rather the customer have a good experience instead of both of us have a bad experience.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about New Life Office and the refurbishment. You sell new and used, so let's talk about the used first. Tell us a little bit about that process. How do you come to have inventory of used product, and then what happens to it next, and all the way through its life to its next adventure?
Yeah. So what happens is quite frequently cubicle systems. I mean, there's been the ups and downs, the lows and the highs of, oh, we want a cubicle farm, or no, we want an open concept. Or I mean, it switches just like hairstyles and the 90s and the 80s. It switches constantly. So like bell bottoms are back and hammer pants are back, just like cubicles are back. It's constantly changing. So what we did is we based our business model around, let's refurbish those. Let's take in old cubicle systems that are going to be thrown, in the landfill. We'll sand them down. We repaint them whatever color that the client would like. We recover them with brand new fabric, put power in them, put new glass in them, whatever they want. And then we sell them at a third of the price of what a brand new system would look like. Now, we specialize in only a couple systems because we don't want to be good. We're not good at everything. We're good at a few things. And it pretty much works for most people. And so when you get our cubicle system, you're paying a third of the price as brand new. It is refurbed, but it's completely customizable. You pick the colors, you pick everything about it, how high it is. If you want a height adjustable desk and a regular desk, whatever you want, your storage. So we also do that with storage, metal storage. We take them, get all the dents out of it, put them through our paint booth, and they look like something you would buy brand new. That's the refurbished side. Brand new side, we'll do new seating. We do periodically get used seating in. And we do have like Micron right now. They came and bought 2 whole connexes full of used furniture from us. And they'll just buy it all at once because they need those job trailers out there filled. So we do have that resource as well. So it's not just the refurb used market, the new market with seating. And there's some case goods. If somebody wants like a special thing that has to be new, we can source it as well. And a lot of times we're mixing new, used, refurbed. We're mixing it in an entire project along with artwork, anything like that, because it cost effective for the client. They might say, listen, I want a brand new chair that costs a lot of money, but I don't want to sacrifice my budget on this. So we work with them and figure out the best way to do that. The way that we get our product, for example, we had like a local hospital called us and said, listen, we just redid the CFO's office. All this stuff is going to go to the landfill. Are you guys interested? Absolutely. So we went ahead, got the product from their warehouse and sold it to Micron at our labor cost. So we don't necessarily make any money on it. We're just saving it from the landfills. So we're selling it for our labor costs when it's used product like that.
I love those types of stories because why have new when you have perfectly good quality stuff that can just go on its next adventure. I think that's
right. And it is not for everybody. We realize that, but we can tell you exactly where to go if it's not.
okay. Okay. Let's talk a little bit more about the services that New Life Office provides. I'm talking about planning and install and space planning. Tell us a little bit about that.
So what happens is if we have a client that comes to us and says, "Hey, listen, I'm opening up an office. I need furniture," and people are not experts in the furniture world. It's not something that people want to be. They also don't know how much it costs until they're like, "Oh crap." So what we do is we take their layout. We will go out and measure if we need to. Oh, yes. I love that too, Kathleen. We'll go out, we'll measure the space, we'll put together a 2 and a 3D drawing for them. So we show them exactly what is going into their space and what it looks like, along with their colors, their wall color, their carpet color. So they can say, "Oh, I don't like that. That's not going to look good." Or, "Oh, I love that," and order now. That is a service that we provide for free. We'll do all of your space planning, all of your design work. That's just the cost of doing business. So that's all included. So our typical turnaround time is I'll come out and measure one day. You'll probably have a drawing back the same day because we're pretty quick. And then we can get you installed. The other thing about us is we are not going to have any long lead times. If we can't get you installed within 3 weeks, that's really, really that's not normal. We're going to turn you around fast and make sure that we have that, because we all need to move on with our lives and people usually want it yesterday. So we do stock items too that people frequently buy, but we try to turn around fast and provide the service from start to finish, and then even after if there's any issues.
You're in your beautiful showroom right now, I could tell. And
Yes.
I would challenge anyone who's just interested in looking to just do a walkthrough of the showroom. Is your showroom open to the public, Heather?
It is. We are open. You're welcome to come through anytime. You will quite frequently see our showroom different each time you come in because we are constantly changing. I'll put a new table in here and sell this table and go here, 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 because it's important that people see different things every time they come in, because things are constantly changing. Like behind me, it's a living wall, mobile living walls. So there's just all these things that are constantly changing, and people don't think about it till they walk into somewhere and they're like, "Oh, we kind of like that." So yeah, welcome anytime. We're open 8 to 4 Monday through Friday, or they can call me and I will come in and open whenever you want.
You talked a little bit about working with a single office to micron. What's your target scale of project, Heather?
So I would say it's pretty rare for us to do anything over $100,000 in our world. We're really good at, but we can. We try to do 1 or 2 of those $1 million jobs a year, and that keeps us extremely busy. But we are really good at anything under 10 person and under. That's a quick turnaround. That's so quick. Where you get into the longer lead times, you might be out 4 or 5 weeks, is if you have larger than that. But that's okay too. We just deal with it and work around it. And the nice thing about us is we pull from Salt Lake and we pull from Vegas on our large jobs. So we have the access to go, "Oh, okay, we need help. Vegas will come up here and help us," and vice versa. We go down to Salt Lake on large jobs. So it all works. It all works very well.
Yeah, obviously I've been to your office a lot. We're part of a leads group together, and you've actually hosted there before and hosted some after hours. So you've been quite a community steward and chamber member. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the other community partnerships that New Life has been a part of over these last 30 years?
Oh gosh, we've got a lot of sustainability, awards and leads, and a lot of people come to us because we can provide that. I used to be president of Interior Designers of Idaho. We are actually changing that as we speak. I have a meeting today in regards to that. We're changing it to a community-based association. And so I do a lot in the community on the interior design side. However, I also volunteer like mad crazy. Ronald McDonald House, I'm there all the time. I'm at the homeless shelters serving. My love language is acts of service and giving, and so that I just give as much as I can. If anybody needs help, I'll go help you. I think my husband would rather me not most of the time, but he's like, I kind of want you home sometimes.
I'm a recipient of that giving, that's for sure. Thank you, Heather. And that is so true. You are there when people need you, and you drop everything to go help. You're like, let me just get this deer out of the way that I just ran on the front of my car, and I'll be right there in a few minutes.
That did happen. Did you remember that? Oh, I was like, that actually did happen.
Did. Heather, what would you want to educate the business community on about New Life Office while we have you today?
So I think the biggest thing is that we're human. We are not a transactional business. We are a relationship business. If you come to me for a transaction, that's okay, but don't expect me to just accept the fact that you just want one time dealing with me. Like, I will be your friend and you will come back and do business with me. So I think that that's so important because, and I'll remember you 20 years down the road. I have people that still come to me. Hey, remember me? I bought this from you 10 years ago. That's so important. And so what you're getting when you come here is you're getting a relationship. You are not just getting a transaction, because I won't let you. Like, it's not going to happen.
Yep.
You're going to remember me somehow.
That's awesome. Well, both you and your husband are such good community stewards.
And I think you're a chamber check-in with him soon, right?
Yeah, next week.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that, and we'll see if he wants you home or keep you out working.
Tell him she's not coming home tonight, she said.
Heather, thanks for all you and your team do every day. Is there any job openings that you're looking to fill that maybe this broadcast will help spur an idea?
Yeah, I think it's really hard in our line of business to have installers. We have 3 really good installers right now. One of them is going to be leaving us, happens to be my son. Because he's starting his career in aviation mechanics. And so we are always looking for someone who wants to be a part of the group. I've always said this, it is not hard to train to do a job, but it is very hard to find the right fit. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the right fit and the right atmosphere. And we're family. Like, you're treated like family, good and bad. So we do always look for good installers. And there's other, we talk amongst ourselves with other dealerships of like, hey, can I borrow 2 of your people? Or, we're doing that on the back end and really reaching out and trying to get the good people that want to work.
Well, for those that are interested in learning more about New Life Office, I have the newlifeoffice.com website scrolling in the bottom of the screen. Whether you're in Las Vegas, Salt Lake, or Boise, you can check out one of their 3 showrooms. Heather, thanks again for your time today and for your commitment to your organization as well as your investment in the chamber.
Yeah, thanks, Paul.
You bet. Enjoy this beautiful weather out there.
Yeah, bye, guys.